all the way down. You got this one over here rolled all the way down.
You don't want it all the way down?
No, I don't need it because then it create that vacuum sound. You just need to kind of crack it a little bit. And that way, see, because I got to... Are you okay? Can you roll it up a little bit, dude? I sound like I'm on a fucking soul train right now. Ears about to pop. The fuck? Yo ass. Dude, just roll it up. Just roll it up. I don't know what the fuck you doing. What are you doing?
That better?
Can you roll them up? Because that's a lot of wind and it's creating a lot of... You can't hear nobody. Thank you. What's wrong with you? Shit, over there laughing. That shit ain't funny. Trying to be silly and it's too early.
Dude, don't leave this on. You hot.
It's not on, dude. It's the vent that come on through the outside. You got the vent on.
Oh, the recirc?
Yeah. Using the cool air to cool you down. This is cool air. And you got to put on the air to do something. Yeah, but I'm sorry to say, as much as I love, you know, that last special, I think what threw people off was the subject matters of what he talked about. You know, basically what we got this motherfucker removed for. I mean, my last live removed for. He was worse with it than Dave Chappelle or anybody else that can. He said it like 4, 5, 15, 20 times in that motherfucking skit. I'm like, dude, like, okay, like, okay.
Well, Dave Chappelle had a method to his madness when he did it. What are you talking about?
Camp was just barking, like, you know, talk about how fucked up shit is because of it, and how the world's changed because of it, and how people different because of it. I was like, wow.
That was Candy?
Candy. It was a long joke. He was on that skit. That was like his opening to it all. Like, he opened up the show with that. So it's like, I think that's what probably set people off, is because that's the last thing they wanted to come to a comedy show and hear someone talk about. We all been through it. We all know it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? We all know.
So it wasn't funny?
I mean, the jokes weren't funny to me, and I'm a fan.
I gotta watch it.
I mean, like, usually I get a couple of chuckles. Like, you know, I didn't even do it. I mean, I'm trying to think, like, was I distracted? It's like I started watching it full attention, and then I got distracted. You know what I'm saying? So, the first 15, 20 minutes, it's not a long special. It's like maybe 45 minutes, if that. Now, I don't even think it's a full hour. So, yeah, like, I was like, ooh. You see, his energy seemed off. That's what it felt. That's what it came off with to me. Like, his energy was off. Like, usually he's like, yeah. And remember when I was saying he has matured in his delivery. Matured, has evolved. I'm not even going to say he's, you know, able to kind of come out of one character and kind of create another one.
Well, so were
They
you
don't like
expecting
this
the
new
pimp?
one.
Were you expecting the pimp?
I wasn't expecting the pimp. I was expecting the evolved comedy. But it just wasn't, them jokes wasn't hitting. His energy was off. I don't know if it was, they weren't hitting the crowd right. He could feel that. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of affected his energy level or whatever. Or his, you know, connection.
motherfuckers are not
Right.
about to. I mean, but he was going racist. But he was like, you got a statue of a fictional character, Rocky. He was like the Joe Frazier from Philly.
Exactly.
He was clowning. He was like, every week.
Y'all put a fictional statue. Didn't want to give it to the black man. Oh yeah.
Oh man, Bill Burr was clowning that crowd.
America KKKKK. Did I put too many K's in there? America KKK. Cuh. I'll never forget that white girl video where she was like talking about how all the shit's fucked up. She was like, okay, America, ka. She was trying to emphasize the KKK part, but it came out ka. I was like, that shit was funny. Bless her little heart. You know. But I was not expecting to be so emotionally moved with that Everything, Everywhere, All at Once movie. That shit got, like, they took a long time to kind of set up the climax is what it was. You know what I'm saying? My most impressive role in that movie was the chick from what's the Freddy, not Freddy, scary movies where
The Michael Myers.
the Michael Myers movies.
Yeah,
like,
you had to look twice.
yeah, like
Like
she,
that is fucking her. And
yeah.
She fucking what?
But she's always kind of been a good actress, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why she's been away for so long, but you know, like she's a good actress. And that was something like you would never thought she would be in. You know, they had a little bit of everything in that movie. But the whole like, remember that sequence where they showed all those many faces of who of her different lives or different universal. How would you say that? How would you multiversal lives? Multiversal lives. I guess that's how you say it. I mean, she was a little bit of everything. I thought that was kind of interesting when you slowed it down.
Well, you think about it about the religion. The Western religion is some Kabbalah. You know, Kabbalah is part of it.
Reincarnation.
Judaism, yeah, everyone believes in reincarnation. It's this new Christianity shit where, you know, it's a heaven and shit like that. It's like, no, you come back, nigga. Now what you're supposed
That
to
would
be
explain
trying
them
to do,
dolphins.
you were supposed to be trying to come back. Not come back. That's if you start getting into the metaphysical. Nigga, I'm not coming back to this place because I ascended and I'm not coming back.
Right.
You don't learn your lesson, you keep coming back. She's probably obviously not going to come back from that movie because she learned her lesson. She became it. Just like her daughter became it, but they made her daughter. They fractured her.
Right.
Had that thing on her head and shit, and she fractured that shit and was like, nigga, I'm the shit.
Created a team. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm like, okay, it's good. It was worth it though. Worth the setup.
Oh yeah, that's what we had me boo-hooing at the end. I was like, God damn. He was dropping some gems up in that, you know, that can apply to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of people can relate to, I would assume. You know, that was crazy. You've been trying to get me to watch that forever. That was like my third attempt to try to watch it too.
Because you have to watch it.
I know.
Shit
It's
happens.
like when I wasn't paying attention, I was totally lost. Like, what the fuck is going on in this movie? And it's totally confusing. If you're not following the story, you're going to be totally lost. Like, you're not going to enjoy it. You have to, like you said, you have to sit there and watch that shit.
I was not playing. You have to sit back and watch that movie. You have to watch every second because something happened.
Right.
They switching in and out of
Right.
bodies and stuff. You're like, what? I thought
But
that
see,
was... The daughter was hilarious.
What's crazy is, I was, I ain't gonna say addicted, but I was like, my curiosity level about they're calling it multiverses now. Before it was like quantum leaping, different realities, but we're all in the same reality. Or like when people, like the movie, remember those batch of movies I was watching, and they were basically kind of creating a time travel. But it kept recreating the same person over and over. It's like every time they did it, that person that was it created another reality. So, but they all existed in the same time, though, right? So it's like they would get in the box.
I wasn't watching those.
I know, but they would get in the box. They would go somewhere, and that one trip separated him from the fabric of time. So he gone. But then it jumps back where they do it again, and they kept creating. He kept creating himself over and over, and now he's in the mode of trying to fix it to kill off his new selves. But no, you created them in time, so it's like there's no way of erasing that, because if you erase them, you erase you. So it's like, yeah, dude.
There's a movie out called I think I told you about that movie called The Duel.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back home and watch that shit.
The Duel, where they cloned her because she was about to die. She thought she was gonna die. Incurably, it was terminal.
That was that with that actress, and they turned.
No. It was. You thinking of no? This movie just came out. That movie you talking about is old.
Right.
But it's called The Duel, and she thought she was gonna have terminal cancer, so she, she got cloned, and then found out she didn't have a terminal illness, and the solution was, well, we can't have both of you here. You're gonna have to duel it out to the death. I'm like, that is insane. So yeah, it's called The Duel. I'm like, what? Kind of crazy. Sci-fi horror.
I've always been a fan of sci-fi movies. I mean, like, dude, like anything to do with planets, the universe, or ghosts. It's like, yeah, scary movies, all that. I think that's why I enjoy the show Supernatural so much, because it had all of that in that show. That's probably why it stayed on for so long. Because, like, whoever...
Oh, yeah, they was doing everything. If you were into the occult, they was working with sigils.
They was doing if you...
They were working with the dark side.
Everything,
They made alliances with the dark side because shit was so fucked up. Dude, we gotta get out of this.
Dude, like, that show had everything. Like, if you didn't know nothing about all that, that show was hipping you to the vocabulary, to the artifacts, to what these entities were. I'm like, dude, nigga, Supernatural was a goddamn documentary. Like, what do you mean? Of course, they got the two white brothers who were supposed to save the world, which they really didn't. I watched that shit from the beginning.
People might want to tap in and check in on you telling people in.
No, that shit's off. It's off now. It ain't on TV no more. They last season was like last year. I gotta get a new what's the name? This shit is like this part. I gotta put another thing, because magnet thing came with that, and I just didn't put on it. I already had this on here, so now this is starting to fall. It's falling off. So it's like, okay.
There's never going to be a magnet strong enough. That was the whole thing about the Apple shit. Everybody with that MagSafe Apple bullshit.
No, the little magnet I got attached to the back.
I understand what you're saying, but it wears out. But how's it gonna wear out? It's a fucking magnet.
No, the adhesive is worn out.
Adhesive.
The adhesive, yeah. So I'm like, I'm not going, because I got it to this. I could super glue that to this, or I could just put the other magnet that came with that one on here. I meant to do it yesterday, and I forgot to fucking do it. Oh, you know what? I think I got some super glue in my fucking perk. Yep, I sure do. Da 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 da.
You really want to be super gluing anything right now?
This is on the cover. It's not on my phone.
But that won't eat through it?
Dude, no. Yeah, that's it.
Driving like they got some sense today.
Everybody full from
I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm not even doing the speed limit. This truck is still over here. Thank you. The only movie I saw out of that list of 10 you gave me,
right,
was we saw X.
Right.
We saw it together. This was stupid. That was dumb.
That movie X.
Yeah, they're trying to pump it up like nigga. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I don't even remember. That must not have been memorable, but I don't even remember watching that bullshit.
I think we walked out on it.
Nah, I'm not into the gore movies.
It was essentially gore porn.
Really? I'm definitely not into that. I'm into scary. Nah.
They're gonna try to make it seem like there was nothing good about
You went back window. You got to be on it, baby. On it.
Dude, I don't know when you're gonna smoke every 15 minutes, so you need to relax.
Well then, if you know I'm smoking every 15 minutes, eyeball to the right, my baby's smoking. Let me roll the window down.
Or you can just tell me to roll the window down. What's so hard about that?
This is where we meet at the crossroads.
Leg pop!
Oh, I'm so glad I ain't gotta go to work today. Good Lord. Can't do it. What do you call them? Is that, what was those stuffed mushrooms? Or is there a certain name
It's another
for
packet in the refrigerator. It's a
And
whole nother
and
packet.
you just put it in the oven and let it cook? Or on the skillet?
Don't do it. Our oven at 400, 10 minutes. It's too much. Because it's too bubbling.
Really?
Yeah, because the cheese started coming off. So I would say 350.
Okay, at 10 minutes.
Yeah, but keep checking on it though.
Emma, that shit was good. Like the chicken shish kebabs and that sweet red pepper. That fucking
Yeah, they was.
have one.
I'm eating that hamburger. There was one hamburger I'm eating. There's two other. I don't know what you're gonna do. You might be. I'm throwing these away.
Oh no, I ain't gonna throw them away.
But that paella came out all right too. For the, the rice, shrimp, the white veggie.
Everybody was buying eggs to make devil's eggs. I don't know what it is about devil's eggs and Memorial Day with with Chaldeans. I gotta make me some deviled eggs. I'm like, I ain't had deviled eggs in a long time. I'm like, that shit do sound good. My mom used to make good deviled eggs.
You got a recipe?
I mean, it ain't hard to make. Relish, mayonnaise.
But why was hers so good?
Because we didn't eat them all the time, I guess. I don't know. I I don't know.
I know it got to be something to it.
She might have had a little extra something.
That's
in that
why I
motherfucker.
said, well, you need to get the recipe.
Like I said, old dude did most of the cooking. But devil's food, devil's eggs, my mom did that. Like, my mom didn't really cook, dude, growing up. She didn't have to. You know, she did, but it's like, oh, that was old dude's thing. You know what I'm saying? Grew up with a man cooking in the house.
Which is
It's a wonderful attribute, ladies.
it's a wonderful attribute, but I'm just saying that's not the norm. Most people don't have that.
Oh, I know. I mean, but I had that growing
I know
up.
you had it.
Watching
You
a
keep
man
acting
cook.
like everybody else. Most shit was like that. It's like, nah, dude, that ain't how it was working in the family dynamics.
Yeah. My mom looked out on that. She didn't have to worry about cooking. Old dude, I mean, you know, he could have been a fucking chef, really, quite honestly. Because, I mean, very likable person, but his motherfucking cooking skills was on point, though. Could not take that away from him. That motherfucker would do French cuisine, Southern cuisine, wild game cuisine, Creole cuisine. I mean, he did everything. And did all that shit from scratch. Like, no, we grew up eating real biscuits, real dinner rolls. You know what I'm saying? That cream corn, dude, he was known for his cream corn. Not the cream corn we buy in the cans that look like soup. I'm talking about the cream corn where you gotta scrape the corn off the cob and the shit is cooking in a goddamn iron, you know, what do you call them? Iron skillet, not skillets, but you know, them Dutch oven thing. And it would seem like it would take him all day to do it. He was known for his cream corn and his macaroni and cheese. I mean, I just, man, like, yeah. Gotta go in the kitchen and cook. That's what I know. I'm not gonna be sitting there cooking every day. No, dude, like,
Did he cook every day?
Yes. My mom didn't have to cook.
No,
Only thing my mom did.
I'm just asking, did he cook
Yes.
every day?
He would cook, you know, because he would have to go to work at 2, so he would cook early. Dinner be done by the time my mom get home. By the time we get home from school, he's gone, dinner ready. Waiting on us, dude. Like, it was like that. Like, he ain't never missed no meals.
So my mom cooked every day.
Yeah, we ain't never missed no meals. That was never a thing.
I was just trying to figure out, because, like, it's a lot of people I talk to in our age group. Whoever done the cooking, they cooked every day. So I'm trying to figure out what's so different when it's all the time-saving measures, why people don't want to cook every day.
Right. Well, I mean, most people working 2-3 jobs just to maintain.
No, I'm talking about the people who don't have 2-3 jobs.
Well, I'm sure they're cooking every day.
No, they're not.
How you know?
I'm there, dude. These motherfuckers not cooking every day.
Right, because they're not bringing leftovers.
If you ordering fucking food every goddamn day, nigga, you don't have no leftovers. You ain't cooking. I'm bringing leftovers.
Right. Exactly.
So it's like if you open shit open, that is the guy on our line. We was laughing because we was like, all y'all hoes gonna be. Sorry, we call them hoes. We was like, all y'all hoes gonna be starving. Because the guy who buy them food all the time, motherfucker is out on medical. Or out, that motherfucker, that shit was fucking. But yeah. We was like, y'all gonna be starving. Like, what the fuck? You eating this fucking pizza every day, dude. How?
Well, I'm gonna see how this 7-day mandated work
Who doing
schedule. Y'all not doing the 7 days no more?
No, when was the last? I was off every Sunday. Remember? I've been off Sunday for the past month. I've been taking Sundays off.
Has it been 4 Sundays, or was this the 4th Sunday?
No, it's been 4 Sundays.
Okay, 6 days a week. Like that's any better? I thought you were supposed to
so
5.
You said no. 6 days is better than 7. Sorry if you don't think so.
No, I mean
you
but
said
I'm just saying.
if.
But you was doing them 7 days a week for a minute.
For a minute, you're right.
So
I get that, but now I'm not. So I'm living the now. Woo! Glad that's over.
That was crazy. Mandated.
Living in the now. Not doing it.
Well, I'm just saying.
No, because I'm not going back to the
now. It's getting hot now, so it's like we'll see who motherfuckers gonna be showing up for work now. It's getting hot.
They already ain't been showing up.
Shit, nigga, everybody been waiting on this goddamn warm weather. Everybody. Like, dude, like, man. Wait, they was getting crunk ready for this Memorial Day at my job. I'm like, yeah, everybody gonna embrace this holiday, because it's like this first real, time everybody's off, and we got a nice day with clear skies.
No, they had people who volunteered to come in because they canvassed.
Well, we get paid.
People worked all 3 days, and I'm like, y'all niggas crazy as hell. It's supposed to be 90 something a day.
Exactly. That's insane.
Picked up some work shorts, because my last spot was air conditioning. This shit here, they not. Our break area is air conditioning. New guy getting cussed out. Like, dude, I don't know where the hell where did you come from, dude?
Is that the one that you said that's walking around and he thinking he doing something because he working the plant now? He's an Arab, or are you talking about the manager? The manager.
Yeah, he was the plant manager. Yeah, because he had wrote me and the guy I work with, because we like 6 feet apart.
Right.
He had wrote us up for having our phones on the table, not on the phones. They don't even want to see the motherfuckers. I'm like, y'all, what?
I mean, because they don't want nobody talking. They don't want nobody talking about this candy shit, dude, and the aftermath and the shit that's happening to folks.
What that got to do with a person I'm 6 feet from?
They just trying to squash, people communicate.
What does that have to do with a person I am 6 feet from?
I have no idea.
I can say whatever. I can talk, right? What do you mean? No, that's not what they were doing.
Power tripping?
Yeah. Because they under the gun. We looking at them like, dude, all we doing is reporting what we see. We're reporting the defects on the car. What you mad for?
Exactly.
Go down to the person who's supposed to do their job and didn't obviously do their job, and we see they didn't do their job, and we say this is what's wrong with this car. That's why I'm looking at that Wagoneer. When he had that Wagoneer, dude, I can already tell you what's wrong with it. It ain't gonna start in the winter, and it got 2 batteries. It got 2 batteries and still won't start in the winter. All them trucks they try to bring inside that's been sitting in the parking lot from the winter. In the winter, it won't start. We like, nigga, what? We got whole pallets of batteries.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, the battery's obviously not the issue. Or I ain't gonna say obviously, it could be the issue. Y'all got some fucking cheap ass batteries.
Exactly.
Or
they were
cheap ass electrical components that don't match, and your engineer's too stupid to figure out what's wrong with them, why they don't match.
Or like, where them batteries coming from? China?
So look,
y'all got the enemy making y'all shit. Okay, keep letting the enemy manufacture your goods.
Well,
okay?
It's too late.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you know what? No.
It's like sabotage.
No, because they didn't want to they want cheap labor.
Right.
So there you go with the chips. But here's the thing, though. Making those chips are not cheap labor. When they tell you how much that plant costs to make the motherfuckers, good luck with that. But anyway, so that Wagoneer has the little thing where you put your foot under so you don't have to press no button or anything because your hands might be full. You roll your foot under the back of the truck, and it'll open.
Oh my God! Who came up with that? That's just come on.
Every other Ford do it. Our trucks do it, but they cut that feature off.
Why? Because it was fucking with the circuitry?
How you gonna answer the question? No. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. No. You said why, and then you tried to answer the question.
No, I said why, because it fucked up the circuitry?
No. They cut it off because they got to go through the water line for the water test. The water test is shooting water with some jets everywhere. And it hit the sensor, and it makes the tailgate.
Oh,
open.
It makes it. Oh, so y'all were having that. Ooh.
So they were like, no, we can't.
So the whole inside of the cars was getting wet and shit too.
Yeah, so that's what they figured out what happened.
Oh my God.
So we had water repair for those, and then we just got dumbass drivers. It's like, dude, it tell you right before you go into that water line.
Check.
It tell you to check all windows. It tell you right there. Got to be a certain amount of spaces away. It'll tell you when you can go in to get the other car enough space to be in front of it, so we can open the tailgate and inspect.
Are people really that dumbed down now? Like they just can't follow simple directions.
Yeah. Or
scary.
somebody's telling them we got to get as many trucks in here as we can. So all that, it's signs posted everywhere. Don't be closer than 12 inches to the next truck. Our trucks, our sensors got the red light, green light. Green light, go ahead, put it on the conveyor. Red light, slow your ass down, chill. Nope. We had like 4 trucks in a row where the gap, the back window was like this. And of course, all those trucks were wet.
Yeah, we never buy them. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
That's just
okay. So let
expensive.
me ask this: in comparison to other models, have you seen the work ethic this bad when y'all pushing out other, popular? When y'all had pushed out other popular cars?
It's a combo meal because management plays a role because you're the leadership.
Right.
If you ain't look, if we get 5 trucks that ain't supposed to be on this line, you need to find out. Do your root cause analysis or whatever. Just go right up to, because you know who put it on the line. Because before you put the truck on the line, you typing it in with your number.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There got to be some kind of tracking system.
Oh, it is a tracking system. I'm like, so where's the discipline? You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't saying this will be the first time. You ain't never done it before. It's like, hey, give a talk to. You got to watch this. Yada yada. But if you keep doing it, it's like, dude, I'm about to crack your dome. Because you're not doing your job. But what they've been doing till Stellantis came down, that's why our plant manager gone, and the second in charge is gone. Because they, y'all saying let it go, but the inspector, which is us, is like, nah, this is a defect.
That's
why we tell them, yes, exactly. It's like, this is a defect.
You want a quality made
And then here's their favorite thing. They be like, well, the customer won't see that. Like, I'm the customer, nigga. I'm the customer.
Exactly.
Fuck you mean?
Ooh.
But it's getting out. Facebook is a whole strip missing on that Grand Wagoneer. Because I'm looking at it like, nigga, that shit is Lego put together. Ain't nothing screwed on that bitch. I can take a lot of the stuff on the exterior off with a fiber stick.
So how's this? Y'all got some kind of glue that?
They not gluing. I just told you like a Lego. Do you use?
Oh, like
Lego?
It pops in.
Yes.
Oh.
For an $80,000 car.
Exactly.
Y'all crazy as hell. We be laughing when we be seeing the stuff with the sticker prices on there. We be like, we be looking, especially for them Rams. We be like 40,000. This motherfucker don't even have leather.
Oh.
He don't even have no leather seats.
This was a deal right here. I lucked up on this.
I'm like, why are you? Yeah, it's the old classic Ram. It ain't even the new. I'm gonna say that's a 220. People still buying them. A lot of fleets. But they say that's about to go. We about to get that TRX. That's when we really about to make money. Because people buy that for the engine. You know, got the Hemi in it.
Right.
So that Grand Wagoneer, they got a twin turbo. I'm like, yo.
Like you said, it drive nice. It's just.
You get one that start, that bitch is. Wow. You got the infrared camera in the front. The rear view mirror is a camera.
So they probably do well in California, you know, places that are warm. They just don't do well in Michigan.
I don't know. I just know all winter they kept bringing them bitches in from outside. Battery. You know, the battery test is like 5 seconds. I hooked the box up to that. Boom. Battery. I'm surprised it ain't.
You got no time to get coffee before you go to work?
No.
I need coffee. Up and see actually blue skies. That's becoming a rarity these days to actually see it blue. I mean, it ain't really blue. They still, you can see the fall of the chemtrails. But like I say by 11 o'clock, it'd be all white. We'll have that overcast vibe, like we living under a dome. Like how you were saying, them fires that were in California that looked like they were very targeted, like laser fires where it's like one house is, or the car is melted. And there was another thing. They was like, we ain't never seen no fires melt no fucking cars like that before. That was something else that was odd about those peculiar fires in California a couple of years, several years back. So I'm like, is this cloud coverage? We thinking y'all blocking the sun, but y'all blocking us, to protect us from getting zapped? What the fuck going on with these motherfuckers?
Why would a cloud do that?
So you can't see your target. You can't see what you're zapping.
Man, they got infrared.
But I just always...
They had infrared cameras all the way back when I was in the military.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the 80s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, but my thing is like, nobody's talking about it. Like, that shit happened and it was like, okay, it happened and nobody investigated it.
Well, the candy came off.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, what the hell? So is that when the lockdown happened? When I don't know if it, so much happened. Can't even keep up with all this shit.
I'm trying to figure out what he's trying to do.
My thing was like, dude, how you gonna have a car melted to the damn near the metal melting, but the tree next to it is fine? That's what I didn't understand. I mean, you ain't gotta be no scientist to understand the properties of fire. Okay, the car fucked up to the point where it's melted, so it generated enough heat to melt the metal, but the tree standing next to it is fine? Something was very off about that. It was kind of like how they had simulated when they was doing the nuclear bombs. They was doing them bombs, and they would have simulated towns.
No,
to see what happened to the buildings and shit.
They use real towns.
Yeah, but it wasn't. They had mannequins for people.
No, you had that island. in the South Pacifics that they use. They moved everybody off, dropped the bomb, and put everybody back on there. Google that.
I mean, I believe it. I'm just saying, but they did have like simulated towns that they were doing that shit to.
Yeah, that was just to make people be like,
right. I'm sure
but they moved.
Yeah, they had to get the authentic results. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Y'all go ahead and embrace that red, white, and blue if you want to.
Oh, he is in the wrong lane for that car. He must not know about Mound and 9. He about to find out, buddy.
Wasn't on the convertible?
Yeah.
Oh, because of all that construction?
No, that's the bumpy lane.
No, because he driving fast.
No, that's the bumpy lane. That lane has potholes. It's pothole center. That's why everybody get to that lane.
Exactly.
After
I see
9
what you're saying.
Oh, you drove over there. Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like, you not from here. You driving over in that bullshit. That's the lane that had a puddle. There's a puddle there now.
That's the last resort lane over there.
Yeah, when you absolutely positively gotta look at that ditch with that fucking.
Exactly. His ass almost went off the road. That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers, they wrong with these potholes, man. They really need to do something about these streets. This shit is ridiculous. It really is. It just adds wear and tear to your car and everything.
Was it a mask?
Okay.
It ain't no glass. It should be some glasses. I hope it's some glasses in there. Oh, these the fucked up ones.
You don't want them?
Mm-mm.
That's the only ones that's in there.
Okay.
Do you want them?
I
or
want
no?
the mask. Just pass me the mask. Thank you, Ray.
Okay. Crunk, ain't you?
Oh, just pull it on.
Grapes, I'm gonna take.
You can't back up, dummy.
Dude, back up, because she looks confused, and I do not want to get out here and beat nobody ass on this beautiful morning today. Look at her. You look at her, tell her she
I can't back up no more.
She's looking like she don't know what the fuck she doing.
Well, then that's her problem.
And they ain't got no, because if she hit my car, it's going to be our problem. It's going to be my problem. I'm watching body language. She looking like she don't know what the fuck she doing.
Once again, you ain't take your medicine. What the fuck you driving for? Goofy. You didn't take
Bitch,
your
you need to drink some coffee. You ain't had enough coffee this morning, bitch. Bye. Have a good day. Have a good day. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-mm.
This is like a pop-up live. I didn't even prepare to do this, but I said let me go live and talk to the people real quick. So yeah, so my well, let me get to a few ads. Let everybody know we live right now. I'm not going to be on here long. A couple of channel updates. Channel got suspended for 7 days actually from the last live I did. Peace to the family. I see the chat room people in the chat. Eli, Trayvon, Wamoon, peace Wamoon. Yeah, so the last live I did with Phil, YouTube snatched it and they suspended the channel. Y'all seen I was rolling like a locomotive the whole year, and that last live, YouTube snatched it and they suspended my channel for 7 days. I couldn't upload, I couldn't post, I couldn't do a live, I couldn't upload a video, and I couldn't even put a post up. And the reason why they told me, and they told me that it was a violation. I tried to appeal, but yeah, free Rashard Jamal. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk because the brother he got locked up right. He came Rashard Jamal. So and I called his number, but it went to voicemail. I think the brother's still locked up, but we'll talk about that. But family, yeah. So a lot has gone on since my channel has been since that was the eclipse. Kevin Samuel, the day me and Phil was live. That's when y'all was in the chat telling me Kevin Samuels passed away. And I didn't know what y'all was talking about. And Phil was like, all right, well, let's stay focused. But then I thought it was like fake news. Then I found out it was true. I was like, damn, Kevin Samuels. Like, damn, yo, like the brother just came on the scene. So it was like kind of a surprise. But so much happened within the last week. Like I said, the brother Rashard Jamal, YouTube with Phil Valentine. A lot of things going on, family. And we're going to talk about it. Shout out to Karain, that's Sister Karain. I see her in the chat. All right, shout out to Sister Karain. But I'm going to get into it, family. I'm going to get to this quick commercial. Shout out to all the advertisers. I'm opening it back up for advertisers in the month of June. So many people hit me up. I'm going to get back to all of y'all. But a lot of June. But we'll be right back after this break, family. Tell everybody we live. Black Magic 363 is rolling again. I'm going to have a show tomorrow. Today, I'm just giving you an update, letting you know what happened. A lot of you don't even know the channel was suspended for a week. So I'm just letting you know what happened. And I'll be right back after this break, family.
Hey there. Had a bad dream? I have dreams too. Some parts are scary and some parts are fun. Always remind yourself, it's only a dream and everything will be okay. I had a dream about being in a forest too. Check it out.
363. I'm talking on Patreon, Black Magic 363. So you can go to Patreon and you just type in Black Magic 363 and it will come up. If anybody came in late joining us right now, I'm not going to be on here long, but my channel got suspended for the last 7 days because of the last video I did with Dr. Phil Valentine. He talked about that thing that's been going on since 2020, and he barely said anything because he know what's up and we know what's up, and they still took down the video and suspended me on top of that. So, you know, it's their platform. You got to play by their rules. I understand that. And, you know, I accept that. My thing as being a God is that to build my own. So, you know, I'm using this platform. And I'm thankful for this platform for what it provides at this moment. But the ultimate goal is to build my own platform. And like I keep telling y'all, Patreon is allowing me to make that transition. Now, back to what I was saying. Something real sad. And I talked to the only person and people I called about it because I was like, damn, this is sad with our people. I talked to Red and Blue about it. When I did the Patreon video with the brother Rod Hayes, and like I said, this is going to lead into something with Evan Simmons. When I did the video with Rod Hayes, people started on Patreon. We did one video on Patreon. Now, the thing about Patreon, this is how, see, we're not used to business, and we're not used to, because we've been workers and customers our whole life as black people, and we abandoned our businesses in the 70s and we went on the corporations or whatever, so we just get a paycheck and we go home. But now we don't understand business and how it works. Now I have a Patreon page and it's a subscription-based website. Y'all sign up to view the videos. Because you sign up to view the videos and you support me and I support you with the videos, I bring on speakers and I give them something to speak. So I give Phil Valentine something. He's an elder. He may charge more than the average person. Rod Hayes don't really charge nothing. He just, I give him a donation because I'm not going to have him up there for nothing. So I give Rod Hayes a donation. I'm giving Mama Pill something. But this is how business works. Now, people were so angry that I did a video with Rod Hayes. They started hitting the brother up, telling him that he shouldn't do the video. That, and I think the Rod Hayes video, to watch that, it was like $5 or something. Like Phil is $10. Because Phil he's an elder, you know, it's more involved with Phil. But to watch the Rod Hayes video, it was like $5. People literally got so irate. One sister wrote me, and I banned her. Banned her, evil motherfucker. Talking about the ancestors, this, that, and then people started hitting him up, complaining about the fact that I was charging on Patreon. So I'm not even, according to the mindset of a lot of our people, I'm not even allowed to build my own. In order to build your own, you have to charge so you can build it. And the people were upset, like for $5, $10, like the shit is absolutely absurd. But the people was genuinely hitting him up like irate. The brother, he said it on the Patreon video. He says it. If you join Patreon or if you already seen it, he says it on it. I'm like, wow, the people will turn on you faster than the mob. They will, the people will turn. You don't know how many times, family, I have people hit me up, right? This is behind the scenes. I'm giving y'all behind the scenes ish right now. People will hit you up. Peace, Brother Rich. Hotep, my brother. Oh, I love you so much, my brother. Now, as influencers don't respond to emails fast, if rarely, if at all. So many times, if I don't hit them back, I might see it and I might forget, or I might come back months later and see it. They didn't respond, and again, if I didn't hit them back, cursing me out, saying, "Fuck you, nigga." This, because they're so upset. They didn't get their way, you didn't respond, or if they can't advertise on your channel, or you know how many people are mad they can't come on my channel and advertise. I got a lot of enemies on people that just because they're not on my channel, they're not advertising, they're not on the channel or whatever. Like, this is the mindset of our people. So because of the Rod Hayes thing, people hit the brother up. I don't want to say a sister, an individual, this evil being, gonna write, "Oh, the ancestors." And you know how many times, if you're within the conscious community, you know this happen. Whenever people threaten you with that all the time, that's regular. That's regular. But I I've had over a decade of people telling me, oh, this one gonna get you, or this gonna happen, or that. People genuinely wish bad on you when they don't get their way. You don't have to do nothing bad to them directly. A lot of our people are so evil and hurt inside that they genuinely wish bad when they just don't get their way. So it's a sad aspect, and it's sad because it's extra sad because our powers are coming online, and you could just see why we had to go through what we had to go through as a people. And it appears that a lot of us say, you don't get your way. What would you do if you could just go like that and fire come out your hand or something? Like, what would a majority of you niggas do? What would y'all do if y'all had all these superpowers that we talk about? You know what y'all would do? Y'all would misuse it. That's what y'all would do. 80% of y'all will misuse. If y'all knew how to use your superpowers, 85 to 90%, I'm gonna say 90%. 90% of y'all will misuse it. Too immature for it. Now you see why we went through what we went through. Now you see why there was a need for secret societies, even though I don't agree with that concept. But I see aspects of truth within it. How you gonna teach the people when they don't get their way? They so wicked and immature. Their emotional intelligence is so low. The emotional intelligence of our people are so low. We wish bad immediately when we don't get our way. And it's all good. That's I get so much support. That's a small percentage, and it doesn't really affect me. But I have to let y'all know.
Yes.
How this shit goes
And
down.
can I get a extra large dark roast with 4 and 4?
Patreon. And if you don't understand,
that's
you
it.
don't understand. There's so many other options out here.
Thanks.
You don't have to get caught up in Brother Rick's channel. There's thousands of channels out here. But that reminds me, and that brings me to the Kevin Samuels thing. So, when I wrote on Instagram, I said I've never seen so many people celebrate a black man's death in my life. It took me by surprise. Never seen it before. I don't think I'll ever see it again. I didn't see it for all the rapists, the killers, everything we've witnessed. These white supremacists that go in Charleston, and what's the name that little white dude? What's the little white dude name? What's the little white dude name? Dylan Roof. I ain't never see a black person write on the internet this or that, all types of wicked shit. But they don't get their way with a brother or a sister, and we turn into the most wicked people on the face of the earth when we don't get our way with each other. So Kevin Samuels had an opinion that's not popular with a lot of people, mostly I guess sisters, and I feel as though, and I understand that life is about perspective. Kendrick Lamar just said that, and I said that when the Will Smith thing happened. He smacked Chris Rock. I'm like, everybody's viewing life through a biased lens based on their experience. So it's not that Kyle Rittenhouse, that's the dude that was shooting in the protests. But Dylan Roof went in the church and killed black people directly. But with the Kevin Samuels thing, pardon me, family, I got gas. With the Kevin Samuels thing, it was kind of disappointing to see my people parading around, being happy for his death like that, whether you agree or disagree with him. Because at the end of the day, the people that called, the sisters or the queens that called up to his show, or the brothers that called up to the show, because I seen them get on brothers sometime also, they called up. Nobody forced them to call up, and they called up looking for advice. And obviously, if you know what he's about, you're calling looking for tough advice or tough love. Did I agree with his delivery all the time? No, I didn't agree with his delivery all the time. I think as a media personality, he was, he was putting on a performance sometime. And I think sometime that was just genuinely who he was. But for us to go as far as wishing death on him is ridiculous, and that leads to my point about what I was talking about earlier, about when people get mad when you do something they don't like, they just start, we wishing death on each other. Like, come on, y'all. What's in our heart right now? The main goal I have, y'all, the main goal I have is when I leave this realm, is for my heart to be light as a feather. Now, what does that mean for me? What that means for me is different from everybody else. I had teachers call me saying I need to do this and I need to do that. That's what them niggas want to do. What I want to do is follow my heart. So my heart may tell me to do something, and their little ego may not agree with it, But I don't give a F about their ego. All I care about is where my heart is leading me to. I'm at the point in my life where I know how to follow my heart. So whoever don't understand, don't understand. But what I'm saying is that we have to allow individuals to express who they are, what they are, and let everybody have their individual experience. That brother was put here for a reason. Good for some people, bad for some people, depending on how you look at it. But that brother was put here for a certain. I feel like, check this out. Everybody was talking about, after he died, one of the things that I seen that was crazy, everybody was talking about Big Mama energy. Everybody was talking about Big Mama energy. Everything that happens right now, a lot of people are saying, the spiritual people are saying, oh, Big Mama energy taking people out. Young Thug got locked up. That's Big Mama energy, even though that's the wicked ass DA in the wicked system in Georgia. People are turning this Big Mama energy into a man-hating feminist energy. Like, it's ridiculous. We put our ego on everything. So now Big Mama and Sister Myra, I brought that whole concept to the community at the top of this year with Sister Myra, with the and Rod Hayes talking about it, with the 222 energy and Sister Myra was dropping. And even last year she was talking about it when she was on my show. But to see people turning into this feminist man-hating energy, that's not what that's about, y'all. That's your ego. That ain't Big Mama, that's your ego. Anything that happened to a nigga now is Big Mama. And on one sense, see, the thing about it is, this realm is a contradiction. So in one sense it is, because it's only one. The all is mine is all. And there's only one entity disguising itself as infinite entities. But that's on a level we're not talking about. We're dealing with the realm of polarity. And the realm of polarity, they just say, yeah, we're getting these niggas. We're getting these black niggas. And it's like, this hatred is coming out. Like, yo, anything that happened, I gotta stop. Big Mama getting you, Brother Rich. You're like, what the fuck? Like, anything that happened now, anything. It's like, damn, y'all. This whooping we took from white supremacy wasn't enough. We took an ass whooping, y'all. We known for having compassion. We have compassion for them. We forgive it to them. We gotta be that with each other. We gotta have that much compassion with each other. That was that man's experience. Whether you agree with it or not agree with it. He wasn't out killing people, hurting people. Those women chose to call his show. And no, we don't. I'll tell you one thing. I don't agree with. Let me give you an example for a sister. I don't agree with. There's a sister named Cynthia G. And good host. She does what she does. I've seen her show before. I don't agree with everything she's saying. And a lot of her shows, she's talking about the Dusty Brothers. She called them Dusty Brothers, or these broken down brothers. She get on brothers a lot. I just laugh because I understand where she coming from. There's a lot of dusty, broken down brothers. So it don't affect me because I'm not one of them. But she get on brothers hard. And maybe, even if she's trolling or not, I don't care. But okay, that's your niche, that's your segment. Cool, whatever, you do what you do. You get on dusty brothers. There's plenty of dusty brothers out there who need to be woken up. Now, if Cynthia G passed away, imagine if a bunch of brothers got together and we like, yeah. Y'all would say, yo, y'all Negroes are crazy and demonic. No wonder why she was saying what she said. Y'all would say that. That's facts. I'm not saying that. That's just to say what she say. She feel how she feel about brothers. Brothers need to get their shit together, which we do. Let me be the first to say, brothers, we got to get our shit together. And I think we are. I think we have been. We have been, regardless of in our relationships a lot. We've been just imagine we grew up with our mothers. Just see how that impacted y'all. I think y'all grew up with our family in their life. We grew up with our parents in their life. needed my daddy. I never had one.
Wow.
I learned so much. I started hanging with my uncle from the age of 19 to 23, about 4 years. I spent a lot of time with my uncle, and I felt like spiritually that was a catching up time for me. I learned so much. And I always tell you, I had the greatest mother in the world. If I lived 1,000 times, I would pick the same mother 1,000 times. Let me say that again. If I lived 1,000 times on this earth, more times, how magnificent my mother was. I would pick her every single time. But as magnificent she is, she couldn't teach me certain things. I'm a man. She just can't. It's not in her. So when I got with my uncle when I was 19, he was locked up a lot of the majority of the time when I was young. He was a hustler, and I talked to him about a show with Phil and Billy and Panic one time, so y'all know who I'm talking about if y'all are avid listener to the show. But when I got with him, I learned a lot of things that I was missing, a lot of missing pieces I needed. In order to learn how to be a man. And when I started being around him, in my mind, I was like, I got this shit. I'm figuring this shit out now. I got an up-close example. I'm rolling with him. I'm learning this. I'm learning that. I was different then. So as wonderful as my mother is, and I think I had the greatest mother in the world. On my mother's tombstone, it says the world's greatest. That's what I wrote down. She loved the song, R. Kelly song's The World's Greatest. I'm the world's greatest. That was one of her favorite songs. So just before the whole R. Kelly shit went down and people just loved him for his music. That was one of her favorite songs, so I wrote that. So no matter how great she was, she couldn't teach me how to be a man. I needed a man. So what I'm saying is that we need each other, and we need these two-parent households. And it's hard. I be telling y'all about arguments with my girl, or since I had a child, the difficulty that came with having a child. So people talking about the likes, it gotta be more than 19 likes. People keep saying 19 likes. I know y'all ain't treating Brother Rich. So hold up. Hold up, y'all. We gonna take a break. I need to put on some elevator music for y'all Negroes. Oh, let me see something. They said I got 19 likes. I got 564 likes, family. There's 1,400 people in here. Please give me some more likes. Please give me some more likes, family. That's important. I shouldn't deserve 600 likes. As hard as I go for y'all. Yeah, I know it's different on every YouTube, everybody else, but mine say 564, and mine's may be off. But if you didn't hit the like button, family. Hit the like button if you didn't hit it. All right? Hit the like button if you didn't hit it. Oh man, where was I? So I was talking about Kevin Samuels. So the thing about Kevin Samuels is that he was a polarizing figure. He said some harsh truths. Harsh truths, is that the right word? Hard truths or harsh truths sometimes to the people who was looking for advice. Once again, he was talking to people who was looking for advice. You know what I'm saying? So they're asking for him advice, and he's giving you his opinion. A lot of women were saying, how do I get a high value man? A lot of women were saying that. So he's telling them, based on the high value men I'm around, this is what they want. And I don't think you fall under that category. That's what he was saying. And it's called a dose of reality. Based on the Negroes I'm around, listen, ladies, I'm around dudes. The shit they say on camera, sometimes it be a little different from the shit they say behind the scenes. Not like everybody we're hypocrites, but it's a little more harsher behind the scenes. It's a little more harsher when the cameras is off. You know what I'm saying? So when he's talking about modern women, dudes feel that way a lot of times about modern women. Dudes feel like, yo, these sisters ain't like my mama, my grandmama, my great-grandmama. It is what it is. Y'all feel like we not the same as the previous generations who, was working hard and had 2-3 jobs and whatever, and came home, or whatever the case may be. This is just something we have to figure out as a people. and he was what do you call that? There's a word you call that. He was a disruptor in terms of the relationship advice genre. He wasn't just pandering to black women. He wasn't pandering out there. He was a disruptor, and I feel as though he served a purpose, and it was his time to go. And his purpose, whether good or bad, us being alchemists, we have to use it, and we have to use alchemy with it. So with that being said, me and Red Pill, we gonna start. Red Pill got his dating app that's getting ready to drop. As soon as I get to Georgia, me and Red is gonna have, I think we're gonna do it bi-weekly. We're gonna have a dating show bi-weekly in Georgia. People can come out and mingle. We're gonna have contestants. We're gonna have the sisters get with the brothers get with the sisters. We're gonna have it popping in Georgia as soon as I get down there. This is based on what Kevin Samuels' work. Whether it's good or whether you consider it bad, I'm an alchemist. I'm an urban shaman. I'm a shaman. You know what it's be a monk and you born in Tibet and you sit in the mountains all day and you meditate and you ain't got no distraction. But imagine being a monk, being a shaman, and you born in the concrete jungles in New York and you gotta figure this shit out with the noise and the police and this and that. This is a different level of spirituality. This is concrete jungle spirituality. I'm a different nigga out here, y'all. So I have to approach this from a different perspective. I have to talk differently. I can't talk like Ralph Smart. Shout out to Ralph Smart. What he be saying? Hello out there. Hello. What he be saying? What's he saying, y'all? But I can't talk like Ralph Smart. I come from Harlem. I can't talk like Ralph Smart. I gotta talk like Brother Rich. You know what I'm saying? What Rashid said? I promise you. A be like, I promise you. He be like, A be like, yo, I promise you. You heard me? You heard? Yo, A be like, you heard? I promise you. I can't be Ralph Smart. I promise you. I promise you. Infinite Waters, diving deep. Yeah. Shout to Infinite. Slow motion. He be like, slow mo. He be like, you know, he do all types of shit. But shout out to that brother. Hello, Deep Divers. Yeah. Shout out the cat down the road. Yo, he come up with all types of sayings. That brother's channel is off the hook. If you haven't heard of him, type in Ralph Smart Infinite Waters. It'll come up. The brother's channel is brilliant, very inspirational. But we have different missions down here in this realm, and we express ourselves differently. Each snowflake expresses itself differently. Imagine if one snowflake tried to copy the other snowflake. You're like, what the fuck is you doing? That's not the plan. Because we have free will, we mess up the plan. Nah. The only job available is me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said Ralph tickles me. I like this shit. Kim, Ralph tickles me. I hear you, Kim. But yeah, Ralph OG in the game. He been around for a while, yeah. But we using Kevin Samuels as motivation. Rest in peace to that brother's soul. We as a compassion soul, I didn't agree with everything you did, Kevin Samuels, but I understand your mission, and I hope that I'm able to use alchemy to make the best of our community out of it. That's real time alchemy, family. That's real time maturity, and that's real time emotional intelligence for me to speak heart to heart, soul to soul with that brother, and to say, I didn't agree with everything you did, but may your soul rest in peace. May you find light and love, Kevin Samuels. But at the same time, I want to elevate the brother's message, and I want to take it to the next level, me being a metaphysician. We have to have emotional intelligence and emotional maturity.
Yes.
We're not going to all agree with each other, family.
Yes.
I don't agree with everything Dr. Phil Valentine says.
Yes.
Especially some of the things he says about cryptocurrency. I don't agree with everything Blue Pill says. I don't agree with everything Panic says. I don't agree with everything Red Pill says. And the list goes on and on and on. It's all of them. I respect all of the brothers. They're geniuses. I work with them. And I think that they are of tremendous benefit to our community. But my point is, we're not going to all agree with each other. I don't agree with everything my girl says, and she don't agree with everything I say. We don't agree with everything as far as our diet. We don't agree with everything as far as all types of stuff. We watched Kevin Samuels plenty of time and had amazing discussions based on his shows. Because she has her experience from the divine feminine, and I have my experience from the divine masculine, and we're able to express to each other what's said behind the scenes when the other sex ain't around, and we're able to, like, you know, try to figure things out regardless of certain things. But like I said, fam, this thing ain't easy when it comes. That's probably love. They got songs like Love is a Battlefield. They got songs like Dangerously in Love. It's like a lot of people ask for success, then when they get success is a motherfucker. A lot of people ain't ready for success, and when they get it, they self-sabotage themselves because they can't handle it. Yeah, shout out to Seven Beaumont. Yeah, Seven Beaumont's another brother. He's dope. He expresses himself different in his unique way. We all express ourselves in our unique way, and we should all respect our unique division. But I forgot what I was about to say, man. But just basically, we gotta have a better level of emotional maturity, you know. And we gotta stop thinking like slaves. We gotta stop thinking like customers, and we gotta get into the one thing I was saying about with the brother Chicago Crypto and Web 3.0, we have to go from being customers to being owners, to being inventors, to being, you know, being bosses, taking control over things, our destiny. And that's what Web 3.0 is about. It's not about following Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse. It's about creating your own metaverse. It's about getting on the decentralized web. When the things went down in Canada a couple of months ago, the only people that was able to maneuver in certain ways was the people who had their money in crypto. By the way, crypto's down right now. I got my money in Shiba. My money is down. My money is as low as I've seen it since I got these. If y'all watch the channel, I told all y'all I came up big, 6 figures last year off of the Shiba. And one of the things I bought was these chains. I was happy to get the chains, but I still have money in the Shiba. And new, man, that shit done went down so low. That shit, my money's all the way down there. But because I didn't invest what I couldn't afford to lose, it'll go back up. I'm not worried. It'll go back up. I'm not worried at all. I'm not worried at all. It'll go back up. So I'm just letting it sit there. But the prices are stupid low right now. Stupid low if you want to invest in crypto. Stupid low right now. Alright, family? So if you want to invest in crypto, I advise you to not just invest, but learn a little something if you haven't. But just know everybody, and this is not financial advice. Yeah, of course crypto's going to, they say crypto's going to bounce, but of course it is. That's why I'm not worried at all. You're only worried if that's your last dollar and you can't afford to lose it, and you got to pull it out because you need to pay rent the next month or something like that, which wasn't a smart thing to do. You don't do that with crypto because it's so volatile. Crypto's so volatile. You invest in it, you try to find a stable coin. If you gamble, I gamble with coin because you know you ain't gonna lose your money like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, if you want to get involved in that space, do. If not. You know, I understand the dangers of getting involved in that world, just like I understand the dangers of being on the internet. It's dangerous to be on YouTube. It's dangerous to be on Facebook. It's dangerous to be on Instagram. All this could be dangerous if you wanted to, if you're not mature enough. If we have emotional intelligence, family, we can handle Instagram. We can handle YouTube. We can handle the metaverse. We can handle all of this. The only reason why this stuff is dangerous to us is because we don't have emotional intelligence.
Wow.
We're trolling. We're angry. We get upset. We get triggered by when they tell us something happens. They tell us when to get upset. They just put a killing out there. Time for the Negroes to be upset. And whoa, here we go. We get upset. Why we don't get upset when we don't get upset? What if I want to get upset 5 minutes from now? And like, what's wrong with this nigga crazy? No, that's what I want to get upset. You know what I'm saying? But if I get upset after shooting, y'all be like, oh, that brother got reason to be upset. The only reason why y'all accept me being upset after shooting because it's socially acceptable for me to be upset. What if I want to be upset right now? What if I want to flip out right now? Everybody would say I'm crazy. But if I flipped out after shooting, then y'all will say, oh, it's acceptable. What if I just, you know, have a reason, or, you know, whatever. I'm trying to make, y'all get the point I'm trying to make. You know, y'all get the point I'm trying to make. But listen, man, another thing I also want to talk about before my channel got suspended was the brother. I had the brother Rashad Jamal on, and the brother recently got locked up, and he got charged with touching a minor. Now, I don't know the brother that well. I've been watching the brother's show for a channel I've been watching his channel for a while, and I know he's been having problems with his baby mother. He's talked about it for a while since I've been watching this show, and I believe she pressed the charges saying he touched her daughter. So I'm not. The brother was real adamant, and the brother was real. I don't know the right word to use, but the brother was just in his research and his experiments spiritually with what he has been doing. So I to sell something to the people. The brother's genuinely into what he's talking about, from what I gather, and the brother has a love and appreciation for this work, from what I gather. So shout out to the brother. I got no vibes from the brother. I hope everything's good with the brother. You know what I'm saying? I hope the brother did not do what he's accused of doing. Like I said, I finally got in touch with the brother because I've been trying to get in touch with him for a long time. So I only hope that the brother, is innocent of that. But like I said, I've got nothing but good vibes from the brother. Nothing but good vibes from the brother. He's a family man, and he's protective over, his business and what he's created, and he's serious and he's adamant about what he's putting together and the information that he disseminates, regardless of whether, like I said, because the brother says things that we never heard before, and it can be questionable to a lot of people, and I question him on the camera, and the brother gave great answers, and but that's the brother's truth, and like that, the truth is right. You just Blair, but shout out to the brother. The brother has a truth that he's sticking with, and that he is adamant about. And like I said, I talked to him off camera, and I got nothing but good vibes. So hopefully that situation, someone said Nature Boy was too. See what happened to him. I never got that vibes watching Nature Boy. I don't know him personally, but I'm just saying I never reached out to Nature Boy. Something made me want to reach out to Rashad Jamal. I never wanted to reach out to Nature Boy, so I seen something. He is an agent. I don't know anything about it. About him, I just seen the controversy, and I'm not even talking about that. That's not, I'm talking about Rashad because I actually invited him on my platform, and a lot of y'all got introduced to him on the platform. So that's why I'm addressing that. But Nature Boy, I have absolutely nothing to say about Nature Boy, what's going on. All I'm saying is I seen something in Rashad that made me want to reach out to him, and when I finally did talk to him and got in contact with him, it was great energy. It was great energy with the brother. So, hopefully, the situation gets resolved, and hopefully, the truth comes out and the brother's innocent. I'm rooting for him, and I hope he is innocent. But what I can say is that the brother did offer great vibes when I talked to him over the phone. And like I said, I didn't reach out to Nature Boy, so that's not even a fair comparison. I never talked to him. I never was interested. So that's not even a fair comparison to the brother. So, yeah, just wanted to touch on that because it's fair that I do touch on that because I did invite the brother on the show. One other thing I want to talk about, two other things I want to talk about before I get out of here is the workshop is going out next Saturday. It's going down big. Wayne Chandler, he's a master teacher family. Let me put the link in the chat. You don't want to miss this.